Right, welcome to the latest episode of the S-StarTV podcast. Officially episode 3. We did have a non-visual one as well, so that was the one at the beginning. But here, I welcome Mr. Andy Mills, aka Andy M. What's going on?
What's going on, my bro? You good? Yeah.
Yeah, you good? Thanks you for coming. This one was meant to happen how long ago? This interview was meant to happen on Flex FM years ago.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well overdue.
Well overdue, man. Thanks for coming anyway. Straight from radio as well.
Yeah, man.
Black Friday. I haven't made you miss any sales, have I?
No.
You sure?
Nah, it's all automatic.
This is the quietest I've ever heard Mills, you know. If you ever heard this guy on radio, pop off the phone line. Bang us up. You know, listen, that radio show is hard, man. Talk about your... I wasn't going to start like this, but because you come straight from radio, man.
Yeah.
That Friday night show is crazy.
You know what it is? You see when I step in radio?
Yeah.
It's just like I'm a totally different person. It's like I just come to life. Like normal in everyday life, I'm just quiet. I'm just humbled, you know what I'm saying? I keep myself to myself. But as soon as I step in the radio, man, I don't know what it is, man. I come to life.
Naturally, yeah.
It's just natural.
To be fair, you are like, in face, you are very, very laid back.
Yeah.
When I see you, and then on social media, like when you write, you know, what's it called when you just write a status, but you're doing it like a cap, when you're doing it on Insta though? What's that? Is that have a label?
You know, I'm starting to behave with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just sometimes you know what it is. Things just tick me off, innit? And then it's like Instagram. It's just like it's like a way of venting, innit?
Of course.
Sort of thing. And then afterwards, I think, dickhead. Like. Yeah,
certain people and some people do vent on there. Who do you think dickhead? Yourself or someone else?
It's like I think I'll write something.
Yeah.
And then afterwards I'll be like, oh, why'd you write that?
Yeah. I
should have just kept it to myself. I'm one of them people. This is why I'm quiet and I'm humble all the time. Even when you see me out in raves or things like that, it's just like I'm that quiet guy. I take everything in, I absorb it, digest it, and then like just put plans to action sort of thing, innit? Like,
so why can't you do that when it comes to the Insta statuses and it?
Because certain times, I ain't gonna lie, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And at the time, I think, is what it is sort of thing, innit?
I went on your page quickly just to just make sure I've not missed anything. Yeah. And I see you put up something about ADHD.
Yeah.
Do you have ADHD?
Yeah, it's mad.
So do you think that could play a part in why you quickly sometimes write something and then 10 minutes later you might think,
definitely,
I shouldn't have done that?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely.
How does ADHD affect you? Because there's a lot of people getting diagnosed with it lately in the last few years. It seems to be coming, like the spectrum's got bigger. Do you notice the daily challenges, or have you just adjusted to it a long time ago?
Different ways, man. I just feel like if I'm doing something or a task, I just put 100 into it.
So you get hyper-focused,
that's it, exactly that. I just get just mad energized, whatever it is, innit?
Yeah.
It's just like, if I'm doing a rave, like the promo for it, listen, I could just be going all out, man.
Yeah.
Traffic light boards, postering, like, that's...
Traffic light boards. This is in the list. It's in the list, yeah. This guy, you will see, like, if you drive through, is it London mainly? Like, you hit just all of London, yeah? So you will drive and you will see, well, I'm going to get something up here. I'm going to flash up, like, some of these flyers just here, yeah? You'll get one of these raves here and then you'll turn a corner and there'll be another one of your raves. Or you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Sorry to interrupt you. Like, another promoter, he's told me, like, he started doing them and he's got a knock on his door or a letter, like 10 bags.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm thinking, this geezer must have like £1 million fine by now.
It won't be like a fine thing like that. It's like I don't think there's really any rule to it, to be honest.
Okay.
But to be like, it's just one of them things, isn't it? It's like all these other signs and things are around everywhere. It's just like they're telling you basically don't look at your phone while driving and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then there's all these big adverts and all boards things and all these things around that take your eyes off the road as well. So what it's like they contradict themselves. Yeah. It's like with the traffic light board promo. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I've been doing traffic light boards since 99, 98 when we had Delight FM.
Yeah.
And we used to do Garage Delight at Astoria and stuff like that.
I love listening to them.
Upfront FM, that sort of thing. The traffic light board promo thing, I don't think I can be touched with it. I'm not even being big-headed or gassed or anything. No one can contend with me. I remember
I was with the family and we was in Greenwich.
Yeah.
And I see, must be someone working from the council saying, grabbing your boards, cutting them down, walking across the road. I was cracking up.
That's what they do.
Oh, do you know what? I wanted to mention the first time I met you, you won't remember it because you wouldn't have known me. I was off my nut in Thomas and Beckett. It's about 7 a.m.
Okay,
I was by myself, and by the end of this, like everyone had gone. You know, it's like the after party. It's like 7, 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning, and you played. I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Sagamore or Sagamore?
Yeah.
Dum 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 dum.
Yeah.
I was like, bruv, what tune is this? I've been trying to find a name for this at time. You was like, yeah, cool. And that was our first interaction. It's like probably 2011.
Sagamore.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's like 2011. I was like, he's alright, that geez. You know, he told me the name of the tune and that.
Yeah.
I don't even think Shazam was around. I had to come and ask, bro. Yes, but yeah, that was the first time we had our first interaction. But yeah, so let's talk about the dub plates. Sometimes I call you Andy Rodigan, and you know what I was saying. Let's call it Dubplate, and then the next subjects I got there, your alias could have been Dubplate Drama. That's what I wrote down there, man. Like Dubplate Drama, you know, Andy Dubplate Drama Mills. Oh mate, so them dub plates, they're called a stir. A lot of people wasn't feeling them.
What dub plates you on about?
Dub, little man. Womp, 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 womp. You know that one, which tears out every dance. It's a banging intro. But let me just quickly say something. Me and Mills were about to. We was both playing it back to 2012. You wanted Mills out. Can't we do back to back? I was like, bruv, you got too many dub plates. I said, I'll do it with you as long as you're not playing your dub plates. And he said, and we didn't do it. And then I messaged him on the night. I said, I beg you don't play that dub plate the last 5 minutes. Because I just thought it's going to be like bare tunes. And then even though I don't think I played in there then, but you know, it's just.
I think a lot of people have pirated that Ruben dub plate, to be honest.
Who?
Like, who's saying?
No, because I don't know who's done it. Who's done it? Only person I've heard make a Ruben.
There's a lot of Ruben.
Jack and Danny, wasn't it?
Yeah, then there's a lot of people that done it afterwards.
But I heard someone. All right, we're not going to do the naming thing because we're grown.
Yeah.
Someone the other day said he's probably going to, if he watches, he's going to know because he said it to me. But he said to me that he was the one who bust that tune in this scene. I was definitely like, 100% you didn't.
Is it the same person that said they made the deep tech scene?
I don't know because there's probably a few people that have claimed that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the dub plates got some hate from other DJs, didn't it? DJs that like you probably thought were cool.
I've been doing refixes and mashups.
Well, you come from grime and garage and that, so.
Listen, I used to play at Persona.
Yeah.
At Fridge Bar every Sunday. That must have been two.
Was you resident there with Scholar and that?
Yeah. Scholar and them lot were there first. And then Ralph.
I heard that was banging. Like, my experience at Fridge Bar was a bit crazy.
That was the spot to be on a Sunday. Listen to me. That was the place. If you was from South, that was the place to be on a Sunday.
So was that happening before Accra and that? Because it was wasn't it funky and that?
Yeah.
So it was before Accra and Avalon, or was that Avalon?
I used to play at all the raves in the city, like Funky Junkie, at E3.
Okay.
And all the revolutions and all that stuff. Like that was way back then. That was like Departure days. And yeah, I was doing I'd say from when Persona was on.
So you was making funky edits as well?
I think it was at 2005.
Everyone loves a remix and an edit though, man. Come on. I think it's because it was a mashup.
The thing what I don't get, is like everyone was cussing me for doing the refixes and mashups, but now everybody's doing them. Like it's like.
What is there? Bare mashups on the scene now?
Yeah, it's like that one like that was Pioneer Place at Great Suffolk Street Warehouse. Yeah, I don't know who was on in the main room, but I think I'd done the last set 4 to 5 or whatever.
This is where Pyro was like, I've got to get you more in it. I remember you telling me.
And it was like, I'd done the last set 4 to 5. And it's just like, one day I just thought, fuck it. This rave's coming up. I got to mash up this rave. Like, I got to fuck up this rave differently, innit? And just and set pace sort of thing. I made like 20 refix mashup things. Like I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go fucking ham. Like this, you know, at the end of the rave in Great Suffolk Street, 4 to 5 a.m. the thing's just gonna be ram wall to wall. Like you ain't gonna be able to move. Yeah. And then I started, and I played the power dub with the Ruben and the Such a Rush and Jamie Jones flashing it.
Who had the power dub first? You or Supplier? because you and Supplier must have you've got, he does mashups or edits and that as well. So you lot.
Me and Sam Supplier are good, man.
Sound Clash, man.
Nah, Sam Supplier's more house DJ, isn't he? He ain't really like.
Yeah,
Sound
he has,
Clash.
but he can mix it though in terms of let's just say you put him in a deep tech rave, he knows what to play, and has that in his armor.
Sam Supplier can go back and go 2012, definitely, 100%. Obviously, that's where he come from before he's gone tech. But
one of you had it first. Not sure who, but yeah. So them Dubplate that, and then was that the rave when everyone? Was that the rave when the status went up on Facebook and then people jumped on it? Was it the Pioneer Plays?
Yeah, so basically...
Can't believe what I just heard or whatever.
I played in the second arch. And when I was playing my set, it's like I took everybody out the other arches and the middle arch was just ram. Like, even Shannon come up to me at the end and he was like, bro, what the fuck, bro? He went, you just took everybody out, every single arch in this rave in that fucking arch you was playing in, sort of thing. And I was just like, what, really? And like even I think even Butters Boy or one of them lot come up to me and said it as well. Like, what the fuck, bro? You just took everybody out, all these things. Next day, I'm getting bare screenshots. People said, well, what's this?
I think I was one of them. I'm sure I sent it to you.
A certain DJ, same guy that said he built the deep tech scene, was like, is this what I'm hearing in raves now, refixes and mashups? If this is what it is, I'm
you're on about. I was so close to saying it, but I think I've already annoyed him previously, so I'm not going to say his name because he's all right. But yeah, I've peed him off before. We're all grown men, but you know.
Yeah, all grown men.
But yeah, I don't know. Listen, because you was being creative, you know.
I was just trying to do my own thing and come with my own style because everyone was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Everyone can play the regular top tens, like.
Of course.
Anyone can do it. If you want to go any sort of old school music or whatever, you're gonna fuck up a fucking rave. Everyone knows it.
Of course.
But I just thought, all right, cool. Let me make all these refixes and mashups. There was the Facebook status, and I'm telling you now, there was a lot of DJs commenting on this. There was a lot of DJs commenting on this thing, and I'm thinking, all right, cool. Do your thing. But I'm one of them people, like I said to you, I'll still keep booking, man.
Yeah, because I'm going to say that there's some DJs. I remember the names, some of them.
Listen,
and you've booked them.
You see, even the lineup I've put up for this New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Other people WhatsApping me saying, why the fuck have you put my man on there? Why the fuck have you put my man on there? Like, even a girl WhatsApped me and said, oh, yeah, my man was saying that you're a shit DJ and blah, 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 and da, da, da. Why have you got him on your lineup? And I'm just thinking...
There's so much bitching on the scene, isn't it?
Bro.
You could link, like, most guys in this scene, you link them and they'll bitch about someone, innit? Let's be honest.
But the thing is, no one wants
to... Like, what was you saying before the cameras were rolling? But no, seriously, there's so much bitching in the scene, bro.
Yeah.
It's because it's competitive, isn't
it? I just think, say for instance, you went to go and play in a rave and you fucked it up. That certain, like I've said this before, like on other podcasts and stuff like that, and I'll repeat it again. Like, say you went and fucked up a rave, that certain DJ promoter that's booked you will start feeling a way that you fucked his rave up more than him. Do you know what I'm saying? And
this is why it gets political with having a DJ that has a brand sometimes. How would you feel when someone fucks your rave up? You love it.
Good.
What if they...
Because then that DJ's following is going to come back next time.
But what about, let's say Mills is on 4 till 5, Jaws is on 3 till 4, and my set goes off, and then the energy comes down for yours. You pissed or you don't care? You happy the event's just... Because obviously you're a DJ as well, innit?
I wouldn't be pissed, but at the same time, I would just roll the set out and read the crowd and look at the crowd. Do you know what I'm saying? You get certain man that jump on there, they just play for themselves.
So when that's happened to you previously, you knew, like, they didn't say it, but you knew they were pissed because you'd done certain things in the rave.
I think the only time things have gone shit when I've played out and stuff like that is if the sound system's shit. Or they start turning down the sound system or stuff like that. Like,
but I mean, like, like you're saying, promoters don't like it. So when that's happened previously, how did you know they didn't like it? You didn't get booked for the next one, or they said it to you, or what was it that...
Oh, I've known. I've gone in there and I've, like, kicked the shit out of the place. Absolutely smashed it. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you don't get booked again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like a thing you can just tell. You can just tell. This is the vibe. It's like an energy, innit? It's like certain places I go in, I get a gut feeling. I'm thinking, what the fuck I'm heading? I don't want to be in here, man. Let me come out of here.
Yeah. Just a bit more serious now with the passing of Dave Courtney and the suicide and mental health. You had a few interactions with him, right? And
yeah, I used to play at loads of parties at that Camelot Castle.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's just sad, innit?
Of course.
It's just sad, man. It's just like, I think a lot of people, even in our scene and all that, do you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of mental health problems and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's good to vent and sit down and talk to people about it all. Because if you leave it building up inside, like even with me, sometimes a lot of shit builds up, and I'm just thinking, oh, fucking hell, man, I don't want to be in this place.
So do you feel like you're with you know when you do your quick statuses and that, is that you releasing it to process, or
it's like a quick release?
Yeah.
And then afterwards you think, dickhead, take it down. Or one of my good friends that I'm close to will WhatsApp me, and I'll get like an Andy with the eyes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like that person looking out for me, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like Wigman's my good friend.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Me and him talk nearly every day.
Yeah.
And it's like certain times he'll go, Andy, come on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need someone that to just pull you in, rein you in, and say, "Look, come on, mate." Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Wigman's good people.
Yeah. So like, so when you're going through something mentally, how do you deal with it? Because you know, there's someone. I received a message the other day from my first podcast. It was only audio, and someone messaged me like, "Oh, thanks so much for that episode. It's really helped me to know that someone else is going through something, or been through similar." So you don't really know, you don't know where these pods are going to go and who's going to watch and listen and find comfort in what we say. So like when you're going through, when you're feeling shit or whatever, how do you deal with it? What's your coping mechanisms?
Try to keep active. Do you know what I'm saying? I've been through some mad shit, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I think mental health sort of runs in my family as well, yeah? Like, this is deep, but my dad, yeah, he hung himself, innit? Yeah.
Wow.
My dad hung himself, right?
Sorry to hear that.
And literally, he was found. Obviously, dads and all that, they have their man cave, innit, in the bottom of the garden or whatever it is, their little workshop thing. And he was found like hanging in there. And
how old was you?
I ain't gonna lie, when that happened, that was like a year and a half ago. And like that fucked with me big time.
Of course it
But
did.
you see that whole situation, as bad as it was, it's like it was the same sort of time when that Rave in the Park was being born. So it's like all I could think all the time was fucking promo, posters, post this thing, do that broadcast, do this, do that, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, right, what do we need? Right, let's buy a sound system. Let's do this. Let's go and buy that. Let's travel there halfway up the fucking Midlands, up the country, because we need them light things or this screen thing, or do you know what I'm saying? And it's like all these negative sort of things. It's like I try and turn them into positives and put all my energy into that. Like that messed me up a lot.
So do you think it give you drive, or do you think you was just trying to not deal with it? Like you just pretend it didn't happen, or like that was how you was dealing?
Certain times when I'm on my own, like I get proper depressed and proper down and shit like that, innit?
Of course, everyone.
And then that's when my brain starts ticking. It's like I done a post on Insta the other day about ADHD, innit? It's like your brain's thinking, you're thinking like, blah, blah, do that, blah, blah, do that, blah, blah, do that. And then you get sidetracked from that. Then you end up doing something else that you weren't even fucking thinking about. It's just like, with me, I have to keep active. If I'm not keeping active, it's mad. It's like, when I've been with chicks and had missuses and stuff like that before, it's like I'm an outdoor person, innit? I'll get up in the morning, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, I'm out for the whole fucking day. Next minute, my phone's, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That amount of relationships, that's fucked up for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm out and I'm active all the time. What are you doing? Who are you with? Nah, man. I'm down the fucking yard, like taking speakers apart and fixing things, or I'm out till I'll go sleep 7 o'clock in the evening, wake up midnight, 1 o'clock, and go out fucking traffic light boarding and postering when the fucking roads are empty, when it's the perfect time to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? And everyone wakes up in the morning and they're everywhere. They're like, whoa.
And this is why there's no two you know, like you can't give one advice that fits for all, because everyone's different. You know, and that's why you're saying your relationship didn't work in that, because everyone's different in terms of like how they deal with everything. But you know, going back to what you're saying about what happened with your dad, I don't think, did you post it up or anything? Not that it's something you want to post up, but
I didn't post up what happened. But obviously, I posted up the day he was buried and all that sort of stuff.
Okay. Do you feel like you've dealt with that? Like, have you had help with it? Because that's trauma.
I don't think I've dealt with it. I think it will be there forever. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like it's mad, isn't it? It's deep. Like it's one of them things. Say someone done that, like to anybody. Like there's times I sit there and I'm thinking like, right, like why didn't this guy come to me?
Yeah.
And say, cool, X, Y, Z. Oh, right, it's this or it's that or.
How old was your dad?
My dad was 58. Yeah.
So it's not old at all.
Yeah.
Wow. Did he leave a note?
No.
So your mind's just like,
bro,
when you're dealing with that, how does your mind?
It's like just thinking. Boy, I don't know. It's a bit of a mad one.
Of course it is.
You're just thinking there all the time. You're thinking, Austin, innit? Why didn't you come to me? Like, why? We don't like whys, but why?
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, I just...
As someone I knew hung himself when we was 21. I think he was 22, I was 21, just turned 21, and he left no note. I think he had recently split up with his girlfriend, but I was just like, you know, I was thinking, why is he done it? And his family, they had no clue. He just done it. And was that the same around your dad? No one was expecting it, or you didn't know he was going through anything? Was it?
Listen, there's a lot of things a lot of people hide and keep to themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just think it was. I just think it was that. I just think it was that. I just think it was like life and stuff, innit? You just get pissed off and fed up sometimes, innit? And you just think, like.
So then, when you've been at your lowest, you know, when I've been at my lowest, we've all been like low, innit? Like low. And listen, everyone's had maybe suicidal thoughts, thinking, do you know what? I can't want to live no more. I don't like this. Ain't life. It whatever. For me, is it been music or what's kept you going?
Kids mainly.
Kids.
The kids. You think about the kids. I think about my kids, and I think, you know what? Like, it's just. Sometimes I think, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't want to be here, man. It's all shit. Like every day, like it's like you make a load of money. Next minute, you're paying it out. Do you know what I'm saying? You do all these things. Like just done a big festival, paid all the money out. Then I'm thinking, cool, we've got to go again. Year 2, year 3, year 4. It's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, innit? It's like with the festivals, innit? You're never gonna fucking make money off the first one. Everybody knows that. Like it's just.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Year 2, year 3, you work out how things are cheaper and all that to make more money. Yeah, just mad, man, messed up.
Yeah, so we'll just wrap up the mental health thing. But yeah, you've been through a lot there, man. You might need to get some counselling for that, because that's serious to deal with. Not all men can accept that, but I've done it, and it's amazing. Like once you find the right counsellor, it's very effective, and it sets you free, like from what you're going through eventually. Or what you've been through. It could be something from your childhood, it could be something recent. But it's even, and I've sometimes think, you know what, I'm going to go back and have another session, even if something's not happened, because it's good to just reset and go again and just vent that you might not be able to say to your partner or to your friends, or you might not feel comfortable, or, you know, saying it to someone who has nothing to with you, no emotions, no ties to you. That it's easier sometimes to talk to someone like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like it's a big thing, and obviously, like, you know, daily you probably ask yourself why. So therefore, it is still probably going to be affecting your mental health or your emotions and your heart. So it's important that you deal with that. You know what I mean? But I'm sorry that you went through that as well, man. That's just a massive thing to go through. Why did you make Raven Apart? Where did it start from? Something must have happened. What triggered you to think, you know what, I'm going to make Raven Apart?
You know what it is? What is a festival? a festival is a rave in the park.
Yeah.
And then basically that's what I thought up. And I thought, all right, cool. I can do this rave in the park thing. And then I thought, all right, cool. Because of the name Rave, like, this is what it is, right? You see with all these council people and all these official people and all that, yeah? They look at the name Rave and they frown upon it, yeah? And I've been emailed before by council people and stuff like that. Oh, why don't you do party in the park or something like that?
Is that because it's attached to them illegal parties in the 90s and late 80s?
Yeah, all that.
Rave music,
instantly they just think drugs and bad stuff and blah blah
illegal,
blah. Like because it's raves and stuff like that. But it's a culture more than anything. And they'd be like, yeah, you can't use the word rave and frown upon it. And then I'd be like, all right, cool. And with the whole rave in the park thing, in the end I was thinking, all right, cool. So these councils ain't gonna give me the park. And then I done the spin-off, rave in the car park, which went mad. Then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then obviously I was in the borough of Greenwich. And in the end, the council were like, do you know what? This guy's a good operator. He does everything. Like I'm doing licenses and things like that. And I'm going over and above for these council people. So I'm putting metal detection in, CCTV, dogs, wands, and all these things, like the extra things like the metal detection and CCTV and stuff like that. Like the places that I'm hiring at, they're not even my clubs. And I'm putting these installs in and everything. And these council people are just like, do you know what? He's a good operator. And then that's how I got into them all and the licensing and stuff like that. And then obviously all the rave in the parks, I think we done about 12 rave in the car parks back to back, all sold out. And then I was just thinking, you know what? We got so much data here, emails, all these things. In the end, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do a festival. And then what did we do? Festival in the park. And then we packed out Croydon.
Did you have any experience of putting on events before rave in the park or in the car park?
All leading up to it, I've done all production, sound, lighting, LED screens, all that stuff. And obviously everyone in the game that knows me knows I do all that stuff. So in the end, I was just thinking, you know what? Fuck helping everybody else. Let me just do my own thing. Because it's like, I'm helping everybody else bust their raves and bust their businesses and all these things like that. Why don't I just do my own fucking one?
I forget you done lighting as well. I've seen you a few times years ago.
All the raves that used to be at Great Suffolk Street Warehouse, I used to be there putting all the production in, the screen, the sound, LEDs,
so you've just built up experience in like the whole industry, innit? That's really good. Man.
So just like I said to you, I sit back, humble, I watch, absorb it all, and then put the plan to action.
But it's crazy, like, because even though you are humble, some of the stuff you say on Instagram, if someone didn't know you, they wouldn't think you was humble. But it's good because you sell your own product. Like, someone who can talk up the talk and like hype up their event, it goes a long way. And you're good at doing that. You're good at hyping up your own event, even if it's just with words with a blank background. You know how to do it, and it hits.
It's just, alright, say for instance, this is the way I think of things, right? You go driving along, let's go back to the posters and stuff like that, right? You'll be driving along the road, you'll see one of these posters, 10,000 DJ names on it, all silly colours on all these things and all that, like,
it's too much.
You can't read nothing or do it like that. You see, when you go past, like, say for instance, one of my posters, it's big block writing. You can read it straight away. Rave in the park, the date, where the like, you can see what I'm saying. And this is where a lot of people get confused. They start doing all these signs and posters and all these things, and then they just I don't know what it is. I don't know why they do it.
So your formula, it seems to be working, and it's rapidly growing, getting more and more successful. What do you think is setting you apart from other promoters or other brands and concepts? Because it's literally growing per event and successfully as well, not just growing like on a. It's organic, you know. It's
just everything I've took in from everything, like from pirate radio back in '98, all the way like up to now. It's like I watch everybody, watch what they do, like watch where they fuck up, watch what they do that's positive. I take it all bits and bobs and pull it all together. So it's like, say for instance, I own my own sound system, my own LED screens, my own lights, and all these things. So it's like, I would never use a club and give them the bar spend. All these promoters that go and use all these clubs and give these clubs the bar spends, like, what are you doing? Do you understand how much?
Do you know what?
understand how much money
of course.
these promoters are giving these clubs?
Of course.
Like, try hire a space and take the door in the bar yourself.
But you know what? I watched your I Love Sesh podcast today just to make sure that this wasn't repetitive, you know. And you was saying this on there, and so like you've given people the formula as well. So like, you know what I mean? You gave them
a bit, not all of it.
Not all of it, but you said all this as well. And it's like, has anyone really? A couple people, brands have taken things into their own hands.
I think there's a lot of people that can't really take the whole of that work on.
Is it stressful? Is it crazy stress?
You just gotta have a good team.
Like that festival in Croydon, how was that stressful or what? Because you put a lot of work in there.
It was more get over the line to prove a point. Yeah, it's like I had my I'm walking around in a festival, yeah, and I've got my haters in the festival, yeah, people that don't actually like me, and people know basically them people don't like me, and everyone's coming up to me in the festival like, Andy, why is my man in here? Why is da-da-da in here? Why is da-da-da? And I'm thinking, like, wow, this thing has really just...
But you know, like what Cold Step says, they can't go around it.
Yeah, exactly. They can't go around it.
They can't go around it.
It's like, from when you've done something and it's blown up that much and you got your actual haters in your rave.
That's a crazy achievement, isn't it? Like, it's a different type of achievement.
I was thinking, what the actual...
And what, did you cross paths or...
What?
Did you see them?
I saw the certain person. I saw the certain person. We just looked at each other like, and it was a look like.
But are you like, as you must be growing into a different person, taking on all of this and becoming more and more successful.
Yeah.
So like, do you feel like you're able to handle them situations better now?
Yeah.
More maturely.
You know what it was? You see, when Rave in the Park and all that wasn't as big as it is now. Yeah. I can understand why certain people basically, when they were having problems with me and all that, they were trying to say that I was clout chasing. Do you see what I'm saying? Because now, as big as Rave in the Park is, I get DJs coming to me, and it's like they do certain things. Yeah. And it's like, I think they're clout chasing because Rave in the Park's big now. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I sort of understand where certain people were coming from and when they were putting things up, when certain things were going on back then. So
that's growth, man. That's good that you're recognising that. That's growth.
And I understand that. But at the same time, it's like I said, like, the haters were inside Festival in the Park.
They were. Do you think that another good selling point for your event is the pricing?
Definitely.
It's affordable.
Definitely. All this, all right, cool, I can understand, like, 50, 60, 70, 80, £100 to certain festivals to see big artists, yeah? If it's a big concert, do you know what I'm saying? Like a Jay-Z or someone big like that. But I don't get it.
But yeah, you even went abroad with the brand. How was that?
Yeah, it was good. So it's like I said, we smacked out the 12 raves back to back for the Rave in the Car Park throughout the year. Then the festival in the park, and then 2 weeks later we done Rave in the Sun in Zante. And I think to get 400 or 500 people over to Zante, like, listen, I'm freaking, that's a great achievement.
Like a good vibe
for the first weekend. It was good, man. Everyone had a good time. Like, yeah, it was
good vibes.
Definitely. And all the people on the island said, listen, you're coming back next year, let's do it again, bigger.
Wicked. Yeah, that's good, man. And you're going 2024?
Yeah, definitely.
Back there.
Same Zante.
Zante again.
Start of October.
Affordable again.
Same thing again. I think it's the cheapest weekender. Definitely. It's £30 deposit, and then you can pay £30 a month and pay it off if you want to. Like, it's next to nothing. And I think the whole of the packages are like $285, all inclusive with your hotel. All you need to do is book your flight. So it's definitely one of the cheapest weekenders.
Has your price gone up as a DJ since having these brands, or are you just keeping it the same? Are you keeping it separate almost?
Do you know what it is? I just feel to just play at my own raves and events, really. That's how it's gotten to with me.
Because you have a lot anyway, so a lot of events, so you're busy, you know. That's
how I feel that I want it to be now. I just want to DJ at my own events because, like, I just feel there's some sort of something there. Basically, you get these other DJ promoters. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you would think, because your thing's blowing, they would put you on there, innit? On their raves and on their events and stuff like that, to obviously nick your people, make your following follow them. But it's just like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, there's a lot of raves that I'm not on, and I'm thinking, right, like, why ain't I on that? Why ain't I on that? Like, what's going on?
But I bet that doesn't affect you as much anymore, because you can focus on your brand. Or does it still not play on your mind, but does it still get you thinking?
I just think, like, why ain't I on that rave? Why ain't I on that rave? Do you know what I'm saying? I book X, Y, Z, man,
does that
all the
affect
time.
your next booking? Next time you book, you're doing your lineups. Do you think, oh, that mate, you didn't book me, so nah? Do you know what it is? I see my plan, and I see what I just said to you. Yeah.
Obviously, I'm ramming out all my raves now. I'm thinking, why ain't these guys booking me? Them guys are ramming out their raves.
Yeah.
So obviously book them. And then their following's going to come to my thing, innit? That's the way I see it.
Of course, yeah.
Like,
it's kind of investing in each other, innit, really?
That's the way I see it. When I book all these DJ promoters with these big followings, it's exactly that. It's an investment.
But your brand's starting to sell itself, though, right?
Yeah.
Which is an amazing place to be, and where you kind of want to be.
It's like, when I'm sitting down talking with a team now, we're on a vibe like, we want to get it to basically, we can just put the Rave in the Park logo up and it sells out. We don't even have to put our lineup up. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, like, say if it's a 8-week campaign, the 3 weeks before, that's when we bang the lineup up.
Yeah.
So that's the level we want to get it to.
It's getting to that, though. I think, pre-sales and things like that before lineups is starting to show all of that. But I mean, I was going to mention this later on in the podcast, but I feel like you believe in the scene, in this underground scene, because it feels like you invest a lot into this industry and the DJs and ravers. Because like, you might get, a lot of brands get to a certain point or feel like they have to reach out and overspend on certain DJs and things like that, but it feels like you've stayed true to the concept and the culture.
It's, you know what it is? I've grown up from nothing, innit? From council estates and playing out on the estate, and like from nothing. Call it the hood, the ghetto, whatever you want. That's where I've come from, innit? Like, it's like, I just wanna sort of give to the people like what they deserve for a good price. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be all this greedy shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. 9 times out of 10 when I DJ for people, I just tell them, give me a petrol money and a bottle of drink, and I'm good. I ain't on no greedy thing.
You don't really drink, though. I know you do, but I don't. More time you'll keep it moving. Not a lot. One of the last times I saw you gave me your ride off. In Egg, I think you gave me your ride. You was like, hey, I'll take that.
Yeah.
You think it's with your brother.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just, I just
you've invested heavily like into this scene, and it's paying off, and I'm hoping people recognize that. People that maybe didn't like you before, or judge you in a certain way, like you've fully stayed loyal to like the underground, London underground scene, however you want to put it. The new ones coming through, the old school, the people that have been here for 10 years. Like you've stayed true to it.
It's like, see what you just said with the new ones coming through.
Yeah.
There are some of the new ones coming through, but they ain't even got a fucking clue what they're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? They just want to jump on the bandwagon. They want to jump on the bandwagon on the hype, yeah? So some of these new DJs coming up, like, it's like next minute they'll be around there. Or next minute they'll be around there. But then they ain't like notice that they've pissed off thing because they're with, do you know what I'm saying?
No, elaborate on it a bit more. What do you mean?
It's like you get one of these new DJs coming up.
Yeah.
They'll be on a certain person's rave, yeah? And around them.
Yeah.
Because it's a hype. And then next minute, that DJ will start booking them. And because that's doing better and that's more RAM than what they were originally playing on, it's like they'll start being around that person.
Yeah. And is that not allowed? Is that seen, what's that seen as then? Because to me, that's just natural. You want to, as a new DJ or someone who's fresh in a music scene, a lot of these kids, not kids, younger people, they haven't got much experience in the music. Remember, we've been through different genres and times and different types of music. These kids, they've only know the house scene, and they're getting these chances in decent raves. They're going to take it, surely. And you think that's bad, or you're saying...
I don't think it's bad, but it's more of a loyalty thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Why should you be loyal as a DJ in the scene?
If someone's brought you through and bust you,
Yeah.
you should honour that.
By not DJing at other events?
No, but obviously chat to the person at least, innit? And say, all right, cool.
What do you think?
So I'm gonna play on Do's Rave. Like, you see me, right? You can ask anybody, yeah? You see, when I'm planning a rave, I'll ring up everyone. And I'll say, right, what date are you doing your festival this year? What dates are you doing this year? So I don't do the same dates as other promoters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's good. So what, you have to ring around, well, not have to, but you show courtesy by ringing around promoters saying, look, my event's on.
It's a respect thing, innit? So certain promoters, they know who they are. I'll call them up or message them or WhatsApp them and say, listen, what dates are you doing this year? What date are you going to do your festival?
Makes sense, though.
Of course it does.
Makes a
and
lot
then
of
everyone
sense.
can eat properly.
Yeah, that's
like,
how it should be.
Even the other day, I was looking, and there was like 5 or 6 raves on one day. Fair enough. Like,
yeah, that's not good for the culture, like, for the scene, is it?
you know what it is? There's thousands of ravers, right? But it all depends what's on. Like, if there's 3 or 4 events, I don't know, for like tribal Afro house on the same day, it's like, obviously someone's gonna lose, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
It's like the deep tech scene, like the deep tech scene, like the 2012 sort of scene, like that. Like, how many ravers are there?
Yeah.
Really? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't get all the Midlands ones come down from Birmingham, Leicester, Cardiff, and all that as well, it's just like, it's mad. And I've noticed that the deep tech scene is gone very, very young at the minute.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a new gen. Isn't it?
very love juicy, and like everyone's jumping on this love juice bandwagon, aren't they?
But I just want to get closure on what you were saying, just in case, you know, there's DJs watching coming through, just so, you know, they can take advice. So you think, you know, like, let's just say Andy Mills booked so-and-so, and then they started playing for Shannon, they started playing for Stephen C, Maj, whoever, started playing for Supply, whoever, let's, you know, DJS, we can name all of the promoters, but you think they should run it by the original one that started playing, giving them the early slots, even though they're...
If someone's brought them through and sort of bust them into the scene,
Yeah.
basically, I reckon the person should have some sort of loyalty to that person. So say for instance, you brought someone through
Yeah.
and you was booking them for a rave, and there was another rave on the same day.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You should have
100%.
like sort of first dibs.
Yeah, I get that. I agree with that part, definitely. The other part, I'm a bit like, they've got to build their own career, but I get, you know, if there's a clash of events, then yeah, definitely, you know, if they're, you know, like a semi-resident or whatever, then 100%.
But it's like it's like the same thing what's happened with like, say for instance, you got like some radio stations.
Yeah.
They could be on a certain radio station, and then next minute they get poached by, I don't know, like Capital Dance or One Extra or something like that, and then they leave. Do you know what I'm saying? It sort of leaves a little bit of a bad taste.
Yeah, 100%. But if it is growth in terms of, you know, it's a bigger station, or it suits their genre more, or their, you know, their following more, is it not the right thing to do? Or do you think it's okay as long as they communicate?
As long as they communicate, it's good. But at the end of the day, who am I to say? Like,
But
that's what people are going to say.
This is your episode.
Yeah.
Now, this is your episode, so like, it's good to get your views and your knowledge, because this will teach some people. Because you've got a lot of experience.
It's just
Someone
good.
who's only got a year's experience will not know this. Or
Communication's the key, innit? It's just good to be respectful, innit? And you get a lot of respect from people.
yeah,
Not just go off and do something.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, we have to touch upon it. I know it's, you know, it's in the past. Obviously, you and Majesty had a massive run. You're laughing. You and Majesty had a big public running.
Yeah.
When I say public, you know, the house community all witnessed it. Where are you at now? Obviously, you probably don't see eye to eye or talk, but is there a respect there now, or is it?
We don't talk at all.
Is that
There's nothing.
But that's a good thing, right?
There's nothing.
In terms of, like, there's no public posts.
He done his thing. He left he left the hood sort of scene away, didn't he? And then he's run off to that deep tech house scene, innit? Like that Love Juice crowd. Do you know what I'm saying?
Which is okay though, because if he wants to take that route, then that's the route. Because he was getting signed by certain labels like Viva and that, so naturally, that's where you want to go, innit? If he's making that sound.
do whatever's better for you, innit? But never
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
your roots and where you come from. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's like, so you see when Audio Hall and Siesta used to be at Coronet and all them things.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the biggest things, bro.
Of course it was, yeah,
Like
yeah.
everyone from everywhere was talking
Yeah,
about that.
of course.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But then at the same time, has that generation of raver stopped raving?
Not really.
Because
you
Audio and Siesta still happen quite regularly.
You still got your House of Silks and your House Passions and all that.
Yeah, but that crowd's changed from back then. That's not the same crowd. Because even for me, seeing House of Silk at Scala compared to the crowd that ended at Great Suffolk Street, it was a different crowd. It was a total different crowd.
It's like the same thing what they've done with all of them things like House of Silk and stuff like that, innit? It's like that's why they've added them Sammy Porters and Sam Beaches and all them sort of people in there, innit? Because now they've sort of remixed their brand and nicked that Love Juice crowd, innit?
But is that not called evolving rather than remixing?
It is evolving, but it's just we'll go back to the same thing again, like, and it's even Cold Steps has said it before, innit? It's like the white sort of crowd, they'll pop pills and drink water, innit, and they don't spend money on the bar. Like, but the urban crowds, they'll spend money on the bar.
Yeah, but then that comes with this.
This is why I do all my events the way I do them. Do you know what I'm saying? That crowd spends money. I'm not going to do something when they don't spend money.
You got to find a balance, innit?
Yeah.
Because that's what I thought. I don't know about now. To be honest, I haven't been, unless I'm filming or playing, I don't really go out. Obviously, I'm past it. But I thought the way Audio Hall and Siesta was, it had a balance where it was, you know, the old school crowd and the new school. When I say new school, I don't mean the young kids. I mean just, you know.
Them old school days of Audio and Siesta at Coronet and Area and all them sort of places in Great Suffolk Street, and they were the best fucking days, man.
They was, but then
they were the best days,
to
man.
get the venues they get now, well, let's just say like Ministry and places, can you have that same crowd? You probably can't. Yeah, so do you think the Majesty saga, let's call it, do you think that drove you to reinvent yourself? Because I'll be honest with you, I remember, this not takes a lot for me to say, but I remember, it's like, I feel like an idiot for saying it. I remember ringing you up. You probably don't remember the conversation. I remember saying you're right and that, like checking up on you, saying like, how are you? Because obviously there's a lot of shit going about negative energy, and I was checking you right, and I was like, bruv, like, you might just have to go into a different scene or genre. And you was like, fuck that. I remember it. I remember the conversation clearly. So, do you feel like it drove you to go into new spaces in terms of like, you know, creating your new brands and that, and reinventing yourself? Because even that must have tested you mentally, all that shit. Let's be honest. Shit, having stuff on the internet must be like, fuck, like, or must have taken you back.
I knew that it was a load of bullshit, basically. So it was just one of them things. I was just thinking, all right, cool. So them man were the top boys at the time, innit?
Yeah.
I just thinking, I can do this. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to think, like, I was paying all the Audio Halls, all the Siestas. I wasn't near enough all of them.
Yeah.
As well at the same time. But it's the same thing I'm saying to you. I sit there quiet, I watch, I take it all in, innit? Like, I digest it, go away, and come back with a plan. It's, the whole thing was a bit mad. And I had good information from a good source that XYZ happened. And then, obviously, everything blew up and went left from there. How can I explain it all? It definitely drove me. Do you know what I'm saying? It definitely drove me. The whole thing, it definitely drove me. But at the same time, like I'm old school, innit? I ain't into all this flipping guns and knives and all this shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll like.
You're in straight now, you said.
Yeah. Like, I'm old school like that. And it's like, there's a time and a place for everything, innit? So at the time, I was just thinking, alright, cool. This guy's going ham like this, innit? Like, let's see if this guy really wants to go ham, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, cool. Let's have a one-on-one and string it out, like, swing it out.
Who was it that was on the live with you two again? Someone done an interview. It was someone...
Big D.
Yeah.
Big D done the thing.
Yeah. Listen, it's a shame it's happened, but you know
But it's
you gravitated from it, man.
The whole thing was stupid, really.
It was. So if you see Maj now, you just not say nothing.
Don't even say nothing, man.
Have you got anything to say to him now? Like,
Huh? I think everything that I've done and everything that I've built speaks 1,000 words or even 1,000,000 words. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like, even everyone looks at me like, wow, you gone from all that happening to build that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. It's crazy. Like, the resilience you've shown is next level. Most people would have crumbled and just taken the back door and, you know, all right, this ain't for me anymore. I'm out of here. And you've then taken this and gone crazy with it. So is there blood there, or is it done? Like, I'm not saying I want it to carry on. What I'm saying is I'm closure on it, and like it's a it's a shame you can't.
It ain't a thing of it carrying on and all that. It's just like he did what I did what I did.
Yeah.
I said, cool, let's deal with it this way. Obviously, he didn't want to deal with it that way, innit? I said, I'll fling some money up, you fling some money up. Do you know what I'm saying? Make something of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Boxing match, whatever.
Yeah. I'd have paid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'd ask for a ringside seat.
This obviously, everyone would have flipping.
Yeah, it would have been a laugh, but yeah, man, it's happened. It's in the past now, innit?
Yeah.
We had to address it because we're on a, you know, a lot
It's
of
like,
our
honestly,
subscribers are
I'll be
house
honest with
subscribers.
you right now. I can't give a shit about the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you've used it to your advantage.
Yeah.
Mate. Let's be honest. Like, you've managed to use it to your advantage. Like, respectfully, I like Maj. I like you. You're both doing your own thing, and that's what's important. Like, and that's even if it didn't really get closure or settled in any sort of way, nothing bad has come of it, and you're both doing your own thing, which, you know, that's mature. Let's be honest. And yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter what the future holds between you two, but at least you're both doing your thing, and you can only focus on yourself.
I think, to be honest, we've both just gone in different directions anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know
Which
what
is
I'm
probably
saying?
for the best anyway. Because if you was both in the same, you know, like you were saying, oh, he's gone to that scene, it's probably better. Because if you was both in the same scene, you know what I mean? It's just unneeded.
We've both been out in places, in the same places.
Yeah, but you're not
together.
I don't feel like you're really competing with each other.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where the politics is. You know, like, don't really need to talk about, but like, you know what happened within the event in lockdown and all of that. Like, that was unneeded, and that's what that brings out when you're both competing. It's unneeded crap between each other. So yeah, man, it's just, you know, it's in the past. It's part of your story. It's part of the house history, if you want to call it that. You know, the underground history. It kept. Let's be honest, it kept people entertained. People love other people's dramas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why Jerry McCall done so well, because people like watching other people go through crap.
I think that's with a lot of things, isn't it?
100%.
People love drama.
Of course they do, especially if it's not theirs, and they can chinwag about it. But that's just humans, isn't it? It's natural, man. Yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna say big up Maj, and I don't expect you to, but
listen, big them man up, man. Big up Stephen C. Big up Maj. Do you know what I'm saying?
They need to come on the podcast.
Yeah, but they're
talk about Andy.
Do you know what I'm saying? They're doing their thing.
Of course, man.
Pat on the back to them.
Every time.
Anyone that's out there just winning. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. And that's where I get that from you. I get that you do actually genuinely want and think everyone can win. And that's what you're saying about the whole communication thing. You could make it. Everyone can make it work for each other. You really could. And some of you are doing that, I feel like.
It's like I said to you, there's certain people in the scene that I talk to, and I ask them, what dates are you doing? So I don't clash. And it's one of them things, when I would do a rave before, no one would really look at it or bat an eyelid at it or even care. Do you know what I'm saying? But now, when a rave in the park's on, do you know what I'm saying? People are looking, thinking, shit, should I go up against that on the same day or change my date or... But that's why it's good having that respect.
100% it is.
To say,
a good attitude.
What dates are you doing so no one don't clash?
100%.
But then you still get them promoters that will still go on the same day as man.
Yeah. Just a question as well. Have you ever been a raver? Have you always... Did you come into music just straight into being a sound man or playing a role in some sort of system or something?
No.
Was you ever a raver first? Was you a raver first?
I had decks in my bedroom when I was like 17.
Yeah.
16.
So what about the raving side? Would you say you've ever been a raver, or would you say Your entry point was as a raver, or was it?
No, I used to play on all the pirate radio stations. And then all the small pirate radio stations used to have their parties. I used to DJ at them.
Yeah.
And it's just like one of them things. Sometimes, I don't know, you just think, all right, cool, fuck it. Black Coffee's on. Or one of these big people are on.
Yeah.
And then that will draw you out to go raving.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like back in the day, I used to be a fan of EZ.
Okay.
If EZ was somewhere, I'd be thinking, fucking EZ's there. Let me go and see what fucking EZ.
Yeah. But you was already a DJ then.
Yeah.
For me, like I was a DJ, but with house music, I was a house raver before a house DJ. Even though I was DJing, but I raved to house before I started DJing house, if that makes sense. But you've always played the music before
Always been
being a raver, really, innit?
I used to DJ jungle first.
Yeah.
Like way back. I had every single jungle fucking record under the sun.
Still got them?
Of course I still got them.
Sick. No, cause I hear you
I know
play
what
them, but obviously
yeah.
they're probably MP3s, but you still got the
Yeah, no,
vinyls.
I bought the deck with a USB in it. So you can put the vinyl in it and you start and stop them and then it puts it onto the USB.
Oh, is it? It records
it's
straight
bad.
to USB?
Yeah.
Banging. Who made that?
I think it's a Pioneer deck.
Sick. Oh, you can just copy it straight.
Yeah.
And it's got the crackles in it, innit? Yeah, that's banging. So let's quickly talk about your radio history. So I know on the I Love Sesh podcast, nice big one up again there. You said you played a part in Delight.
Yeah.
Obviously, Delight, if you're from South London, especially South West London, it's like the biggest station.
Yeah. Delight
So
FM.
solid and all that.
Delight FM was massive, man.
We spoke about something the other day, innit? Because you said you Blade Brown was your power, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember like Blade and Ryder.
Yeah, me and Blade Brown, we went South Thames College together, man.
Yeah. What was your DJ name on Delight? I think I know it.
It was Andy M.
Oh, is it? Yeah. So what was you mixing on there?
I was playing garage back then, man.
Garage.
I had everything, mate.
Did you have anyone MCing on your shows?
I think it was like the days of
Midas and that.
Midas, Nicky S and Nike,
Big up Nike.
N-Type, Walsh. There was bare people
Did
on
you
there.
ever have any like 6 sets that you remember that stick out that you had MCs on there or not?
Trying to think, man.
Was you into the MCing scene?
Yeah, back then,
I used to
man. It
love
was
it back
like
then, man.
I used to like Scat D and all.
Yeah, of course.
Scat D, Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid.
That was even before that.
BBIILLY. I remember Billy the Kid. Remember like it was yesterday. Like, mate, I was taping Delight when I was 8. I had a one of them cassette things. 8 years old, I was taping pirate radio.
Sticking the sellotape on it and folding up the
I
pieces
lived
of
in
card.
Battersea them days, so it was clean. It was crystal clear.
Yeah.
The sound.
We was in Surrey Lane, Winstanley.
Yeah. And I think there was another one
And
under the bridge near Dodderton.
yeah, and we
In
had
that
the Light FM office across the road from Providence in the record shop. It was called Tricks Tracks, and then it was called
Unique Music.
It was called Unique Music. The Delight FM.
Did Fuji's dad own that? Do you remember Fuji?
Yeah,
He
Fuji.
used to
Yeah.
I heard his
Yeah,
dad owned that.
yeah.
Yeah. See, that's foundation. Man. I bought my first vinyl there.
Yeah,
I bought my first vinyl. I couldn't even see over the counter. I remember Unique Music. The count was bare high.
I remember when they
So high.
they done the video for the Southside
Yeah.
thing, and it was at that Wandsworth roundabout
Yeah,
underneath
Fuji
the
got the
flyover.
wheel up in the video, innit? Yeah, it's crazy. Big up Fuji every time. Yeah, so Delight, what else? Up front, I heard you say as well.
Up front before that,
What was that? What was that? 99? That weren't 99.3, was it?
99.3.
And then
Yeah,
that changed to Flashback, innit?
it was Flashback for a bit.
Mate, I used to love them days there, man. I was a school kid. I was listening.
Mad, mate. Many rooftops I used to climb on top of. Old school.
Who's your favourite MC back then?
Do you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. Mighty Mo's always been my favourite
Mighty
MC.
Mo. I bumped into him up the road in the park about 2 weeks ago. He's near this way, isn't it? Yeah, I bumped into him with his daughter. Big up Mighty Mo. Yeah, Delight days, man. Powerful days.
It's mad.
Nicky S and Nike show, Lights Off and all that.
So I ain't gonna lie to you.
Their
yeah.
show was crazy. They're like kind of shows like yours, you know, when they're going crazy with the phone line.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You see the Light FM, yeah?
Yeah.
I've never, ever seen in my life, I'll tell you another story in a second,
Go on. We want
a
some stories.
Nokia 3210
Yeah.
pop off so much in my life. Yeah. At one point, we used to have Nokia 3210s on the table, yeah? Or even the old change face Nokias with a light up aerial on the table,
Yeah.
and they were vibrating, yeah? And we used to race them across the table. They were ringing so much. Like, I'm not even kidding you.
Believe it, mate. I was one of the ringers. I was one of the people texting in. Live caller,
Yeah.
you're live on air.
Yeah.
Power hour and that. They used to tell you to switch your lights off. Do you remember that? I used to do it, bro. I'm guilty, bro. I used to turn my light off.
Yeah.
It's like 14 listening to Nicky S and
So
Nike.
it used to be Nicky S and Nike, then So Solid Crew, then Get Rich Crew
Yeah.
on the Sundays.
Yeah. Yeah, So Solid Sundays was mad.
Yeah.
Mad. When did you join Flex?
2010.
Okay. So you saw a mad transition on there then?
Yeah, 2010. Because we used to have a radio station in Crawley. It was called Impact.
Okay.
And then I sort of knew some of the Flex lot before that. And then obviously we linked up after that, and we were all like, listen, we all know radio. Let's do this thing, and all link up. And obviously we took Flex from being pirate to legal.
Yeah.
And then obviously the same thing with Select. It went from pirate to legal. So it's just like, to get a pirate radio station legal, do you know what I'm saying? That's a big achievement.
Huge.
It's a big achievement.
Massive. You
It's
lot
just
put a
like-
lot of work in though, man. Big up the Flex.
No waking up in the morning and the radio's off.
Crazy. Big up Carlos, rest of the team. You back on there, man. You left there for a bit. What happened?
Just needed to sort a few things out and refocus.
Refocus.
It's like one of them posts I do on Instagram, and it's just like I post it afterwards. I think, fuck's sake, man.
Is that what
Allow
happened?
me.
Yeah. You done something? You
Not really done anything. I just
said something.
I just needed a break, innit?
Yeah.
Like going somewhere every week. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it gets draining.
Of course it does.
It gets
Repetitive,
draining.
innit?
Yeah, it gets draining, and then the next minute you can't get there.
Even with your ADHD, I'm surprised you've held down a radio slot for so long.
Yeah, it's like you're thinking, oh fuck, man, I can't make it there now. Now I've got to do a fucking pre-record anyway.
Yeah.
And then the next minute you're just like, all right, cool. Who can I get to cover my show? And then it sort of gets into that, and then I was just thinking, do you know what? Let me
Yeah, I
just
remember there's been times I text in and I'm like, you're not on live, are you? Because you're not shouting me out when I'm texting you. I say I'm locked in.
Because it's a pre-record.
Yeah.
So it's like I ain't gonna lie, when I had the break from Flex, it was like that was the time that I used and I created Rave in the Park.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big up my boy O1, man. He helps me out a lot.
Oh yeah, I met him with you. Yeah, nice guy. Yeah.
Big up Owen O1, man. He's a G, man.
So yeah, so like it was meant to happen. And
Yeah. So the break from Flex sort of was like, it's like I done the Andy Mills and Friends events.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
First of all.
Yeah.
And then I thought, you know what? This can be so much bigger. Then that's when I thought, like, what's a festival? A festival's a Rave in the Park.
Yeah.
Done the Rave in the Park thing. And it just got bigger. It's just got bigger. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's just turning into a fucking monster.
Yeah, of course.
It is a monster. I reckon it can be, like, another 2 years, I can probably have flipping, like, 8 to 15,000 people. Like, I'm like, that's how crazy it's like.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gone
I
from, it's
believe
gone
it,
from
mate.
Andy Mills and Friends, 300 people.
The projection is on that.
Yeah.
It's on that route.
It's stupid.
It is.
It's gone 300 people, Andy Mills and Friends, up to like 500, 1,000. Some of the Rave in the car parks, Rave in the parks. Do you know what I'm saying? Up to the festivals and that now. It's like 3,000, 4,000. Do you know what I'm saying? It's only gonna, and it's cheap and it's affordable. Like,
Exactly. That's one of the key selling points, man. Are you still producing?
nah.
No. Because I remember you sent me a tune. It was a remix of Morals. It's decent, man.
It's like a little tribal thing, man.
Yeah, I was feeling that one. And because you was going well in the tribal, soulful scene, I thought, he's, you know what I mean? I thought, he's found his role with the producing side, like, no. So you stopped. Time.
It's the same thing, like, it's just, I just lose interest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, like, I don't, honestly, it's like, my love for radio is crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I've stuck to it. I've done it like all my life since I was like 16. So it's just in me. It's like, even if I get peed off of it for a bit, it's like I'll always go back to it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll do something to do with it. But
It's like the music as well, innit? It's just cemented in you.
yeah,
Innit? It's you. It's not even a choice, innit? Like, it's just natural. It's there, innit? Yeah. It's never thought. Like, you can see people that try and get into music or force being in music, and people that it's just there, innit? Everything they naturally do comes towards music.
It's like,
whatever.
I could have the crappiest day ever. Everything could go left.
Yeah.
Could go and turn my decks on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hour and a half, hour. I just everything goes back to normal again.
Yeah, nice.
I think,
nice.
do you know what? Let me have a sleep and reset. We go
Yeah.
again tomorrow.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Who's your favourite host to have on your set?
Favorite
Who do you
host?
think you work well with?
Do you know what? I'd say Terminal 4.
Yeah. You lot done well though. You won
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah.
What happened with Wiley, man? You booked him. What happened? You spoke to him.
Wiley was just Wiley, bro.
Yeah. So
Everyone knows Wiley.
how much of you thought Wiley would turn up? Did you think he would come?
I think Wiley's got a lot of things going on in the background. And I think basically he didn't turn up to sort of protect what he's doing and protect the event.
Okay.
Before the festival and the park event, obviously we got letters and stuff like that saying blah blah blah. If Wiley performs,
Oh, is it?
we're gonna go to the higher and do you know what I'm saying? It's
What,
like
'cause of the whole
I spoke to the council and the police.
blacklisted thing
I
and
spoke to the council and the police, and basically they were saying they prefer if Wiley didn't come, but basically
so bad,
it's down to me.
That's poor, like.
Mm,
That's poor, like. You know, like.
yeah,
What Wiley's done for this, even for this country.
yeah,
Wiley's done so much for this country and for the youth and even our generation.
yeah,
Started a whole movement and like has given people jobs and a career.
mm,
Without Wiley, like so many people would just be working a normal job or whatever. People made serious money through music because of what Wiley born. You know. Big him up anyway. You know what? You known him for years. You said,
Yeah.
innit? Yeah, big up Wiley,
we
man.
talk on WhatsApp and that, man. And do you know what I'm saying? He said to me basically like, what
Did
do
you know on the day he wasn't coming?
he said to me, what do you want to do? And I said, my bro, I want you to roll through no matter what. You know me, innit?
Yeah, of
like,
course.
listen, I don't
You
give
wanna
it.
be
I don't. Millsy's Millsy. Like, I don't give a shit about anything. Like, we do
course.
what we're doing,
Yeah.
and then see what happens
Do it
afterwards.
after, yeah.
Like, but yeah, he sent me a text, and basically the text said, "Oh, I couldn't get a flight or something, or da 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 da." And that's what
What, on
happened
the
with
day?
it. Yeah.
You claim you was the first person to do the walkthrough promo. I see you put up a status.
No.
Go on.
You fuck
Come
up.
on, Mills.
So, like,
You resurrected it.
yeah, that's what I want to say.
Go on.
I resurrected it.
There has been a lot lately. There's
I ain't
a lot
gonna
of
lie
people
to
in
you.
empty venues lately.
Listen, I took the cameraman. I flew the cameraman out to Zante before
Yeah.
the week. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, how the fuck am I gonna sell this weekender? Like, what can I
That was
do?
a sick video though.
Like, and then I thought, you know what? If I just talk about it and I'm actually there in the fucking place,
Living it, yeah.
people are gonna be like, this is real.
Yeah, it's effective.
Because people couldn't believe that it was only £250 for the
And what you're
hotel,
getting for it as well, yeah.
all inclusive, and all the events, boat party, everything.
Yeah.
And people couldn't believe it. Like, that's why they were a bit scared. They're just like not believing it. And then I thought, you know what? Rang up the camera guy. I said, you know what? We're going thing. He's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I was like, nah, we're going. We went out there. We filmed it. I done the video. And then next minute, everyone's doing fucking walkthrough videos in clubs and all stuff like this.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a lot going
oh,
on.
this is the club. This is the door you're gonna walk through to
Yeah,
get
it's-
in.
it's-
and-
it must be in the algorithm because everyone's doing it.
yeah,
Everyone is doing it. It's all right though. Like if it's done properly, it's good. Your one
Yeah.
was sick.
yeah,
I think I even said to you, "Oh, that's making me want to come."
yeah. I wouldn't say I was the first person to do it because other people have done it. But I
Yeah.
was just saying, I would say a lot of people looked at it and thought, you know what, that's something we can add to our promo plan.
But do you
'Cause
know
then
what?
they were-
Like, you know, like you put out like, "Oh, everyone's doing it."
Yeah.
You should be happy because it shows.
Yeah,
You know,
but it's another
People
post.
respect yours.
It's another post I put up and deleted.
Yeah, true. I caught it. I
Yeah.
screenshot all of them.
Man's got a whole archive, yeah.
they're all up, no, yeah, they are like rolling down the screen. But no, it shows that you're doing the right thing. If people are trying to copy your formula or, you know, being influenced, let's say you're not copying, they're being influenced by your formula, that's a good thing.
It's like, say for instance, I go out and put all my traffic light boards up on the traffic lights.
Yeah.
It's like certain man will wait for the date to go and then try and put their board in that spot. And they're boarding that spot and they're boarding. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you have to respect that in a way. You can't be annoyed at them or
Yeah.
think, you know what I mean? That shows you're leading and they're following, which ain't always a bad thing. It's funny because I'm about to say Supply does the boarding as well, didn't he?
I don't think he does
He
it.
used to.
He used to. I don't think he does
He
it
don't
anymore.
know more. Yeah, he doesn't know more. What would you say is what genre is in your heart? What would you say is your not I'm saying like now, I mean like when you think Andy Mills, like what's his genre? Is it jungle, garage, grime, house?
I just think all genres are house, to be honest.
Okay. So just
Obviously,
all
this is
sounds
why I had the Andy M for the old school garage.
Yeah.
When I used to play all the Garage Nations and all that.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Andy Mills was house.
Mm.
So it's like all genres of house. And that's why I like to play all the different genres of house together when I play to make it different, innit? I don't want to be a Amapiano DJ or a tribal DJ or a deep tech DJ. I'd rather mash them all up together and do my thing.
New gen coming through. Who you feeling? Who's making waves and that you're having to, obviously, you know, Jada must be up there.
Jada's up there, man. Jada's serious.
Mm.
So I'm saying, I reckon the right person or the right sort of people, do you know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, like a Defected or someone like that, and they had someone like Jada. Do you know what I'm saying? The age that she's at, the right person gets their hands on her and sends her in the right direction, mate. She's gone, mate, up to the sky.
She needs to get on the buttons and that will elevate her to the next stage. She's done well in a short time. But who's I talking? I was talking to AR at an event, and he's telling me about he's a ghost producer for a lot of people.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe Jada should pay him a few pounds and get some hits.
Yeah. Or buy the laptop and all the programs and teach
yeah.
herself.
Do you know who AR produces for?
I'm not.
Do you? You won't tell me.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, me and AR were driving back from the Cure. Is it Cure? What's that venue up in East Cannon Town? Curse?
London East.
No, the other one underneath the flyover. Cure. What's it called? Cure? I can't remember now. Near them cart things that go in the air. I can't remember now. Anyway, and he started saying, "Yeah, I've ghost produced for enough people." So I was trying to put my ear to his tunes and thinking, whose tunes sound like these tunes? I don't know. I don't expect you to say names, but do you know some of the names?
A couple, but
Wow.
AR's very talented.
Yeah, he's sick.
Like differently.
Nice geezer as well, man. I like AR.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough, man. So yeah, Jada, anyone else? Any other new gen?
I like Bezo a lot.
Big up Bezo, man.
Bezo's got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
But he's very hype.
Like what?
He's just very hype.
What, his personality?
He's very, very, very hype. Sometimes you don't know how to take Bezo. But I like Bezo. I like his energy.
Why? Go on,
he's
give me an
hype.
example. Give me an example.
Huh?
Give me an example.
Bezo's very bossy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love Bezo to bits, man. He's got good energy, man.
He's doing well, man.
He's very good.
Building something nice there.
Bezo's gonna go far, man. Bezo's gonna go far.
I'm shooting his next event, actually. His birthday. Looking forward to that one. But yeah, I like him. He's a nightmare sometimes on replies. So are you. So are you. But yeah, big up Bezo. So Bezo, Jada, is that the two you're gonna put forward?
Yeah. Bezo and Jada, man.
Yeah. They playing at your next event?
Caden Dennis as well, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Caden in the mix as well.
Big up Father Dennis as well.
Yeah, I went to school with him.
One aspect one part of Mills we haven't touched upon is Father Mills. We allowed to talk about Father Mills? Why are you laughing? Father Mills. Because you mentioned your children earlier, like as one of the reasons why, you know, when you're mentally going through it, you're like, no, I need to snap out of it. I got my children. Like, how old was you when you had your first child?
15, 14.
15. Wow. How was that?
Yeah.
That's a big challenge in itself.
Yeah, definitely.
Your dad must have been young when he had you, though?
Yeah.
Because you said his age?
My dad was in Greece sometimes there. He weren't really around.
What, when you was born? Okay.
Yeah.
So when did he come back then?
He came back over way before that, and he was over here living here in West London. And yeah, so we had like an on and off relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, like a full-time relationship. But yeah. So
your eldest, is it how old?
My eldest.
Yeah.
My eldest is 17.
Nearly in the rave.
Stop that, man. That's one of the.
Sorry, wait, is it son or daughter?
Nah, daughter.
Was she allowed to come to any events? Has she been to any of the events?
Do you know what it is? See my daughter?
Yeah.
My daughter's actually Muslim.
Okay.
So I don't think we'll be finding her in any raves.
Yeah. There's rumours that you could have a football team. Is it true?
Yeah, definitely.
You like
100%, man.
you like. How can you? I was gonna say you can't say you like making job, but you like to have a big family. Then, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely. The legacy is epic.
How do you
Say
juggle that?
It's hard work, man. To be honest, it's hard work. But yeah, I try to see them all as much as I can.
Yeah, I bet that's
Build
hard.
relationships.
Yeah. Have you ever been with all of them at once?
I've
Have you ever had them all in the same room?
had about 4 or 5 of them before. Obviously, took them out on day trips and stuff like that.
That meant to be pricey.
But obviously,
Is that expensive?
It's mad, bro.
Jeez. So are they like, to ask you this question? You know, we're on the subject. Do they all have relationships with each other?
They know each other, know of each other. Do you know what I'm saying? I've made sure they all link up on WhatsApp and they know their brother and sister and all
Have
that
you got a
shit,
WhatsApp
like,
group for
all
you
that.
and your children?
Nah, but they've all got each other on WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. What is your origin?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm half Greek, half English.
Okay. Yeah. So I didn't know, like, what is the Greek culture to have lots of children?
Nah, I don't know, man. It's just this whole scene and rave scene thing that I'm in, innit?
Have a lot of your children come from the rave scene? No, I met my wife in a festival.
killing me.
Now listen, I met my wife in Soco Loco
Yeah.
festival, Hot Farm. So my children are raving babies.
Just seems to happen, man. It just seems to happen, bro.
It does, yeah, no, it does.
It just happens.
It does, mate. And what advice have you got for other men out there when it comes to children?
Boy,
It's a tough question, but it's a real question, isn't it? Like we don't really ask them sort of questions, isn't it? Take your time. What?
So
what was
take
it?
your
No, like,
time.
what would you say? Like, let's be honest.
it's just mad.
From your experiences,
It's just like the scene I'm in, innit? There's just like a lot of women.
don't be a DJ. Don't
Don't
be a
be a
house
D-
DJ.
don't
Is it
be a
house?
DJ,
What is
bro.
it? What, jungle, garage? What's the scene not to be part of?
Make sure your pull-out game's strong.
Jeez. That's a big one there.
Not that deep, but yeah, not that deep. It's just like, yeah, my kids are there. They all know who their dad is at the end of the day,
Good man.
and
yeah.
I got all of them,
Good man, yeah.
no matter what.
And what about, how are the relationships with the mothers? Is that hard?
Some of them are hard, some of them ain't. It all depends.
Mhm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've got some friends going through some stuff with their, let's not say baby mums because that's disrespectful.
Yeah,
It's
they
a bit
hate
young,
baby-
innit?
they hate
But
baby mums.
yeah, exactly. That will trigger some people. So the mothers of their children.
Yeah,
And it's not easy, man.
it's not.
It's not easy. Does that test you mentally as well, or have you got your formula to how to deal with all of that?
It's just you deal with it how you can deal with it. I don't really know way of explaining it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like you spend as much time as you can with each of them. Do you know what I'm saying?
But they must be proud of you anyway, seeing how well you're doing now.
Most of my kids,
Yeah.
they want to be DJs.
Sick.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Will
On
they be
that-
able to fill the lineup
They'll-
anyway, isn't it?
This guy's taking a piss today.
Jeez,
But he's
that's room 1 and room 2, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Nah,
They just
you're doing them proud, and that's the main thing. You're doing
Yeah.
them proud.
It's like they see posters around and all that, and they're like, "Oh, that's my dad. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
dad's poster. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
dad's
sick.
thing. That pisses off the baby mums.
I say that to my
Yeah.
kids.
We can't say baby mums.
Yeah, that's
That
I'll bleep
pisses
it out.
that pisses off the that pisses off the kids' mums.
Mothers, yeah. What you can do, bruv. But 14, that's young. When your daughter was born, was you 15? You was in school. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Were you
Nah,
still in school?
I wasn't in school.
You've gone by then.
I never.
Where
went-
did you grow up?
I got-
Battersea then?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
I grew up in Battersea, and it's like, I'm not even going to kid you, yeah. I was in all the secondary schools and that, yeah. 7-8 weeks tops,
Battersea Tech.
yeah. Where ADT for a bit, got dashed out of that one straight away.
Is that your first one?
Yeah,
Year 7?
yeah. Chestnut Grove, I was there for about 2 weeks, dashed out of that.
You just went through the whole of
Battersea
South
Tech got
London.
dashed out of that, and then that was it. It was like my nan
I
sort
think
of.
that was because you're ADHD.
I just don't know. I was just active. It's
Yeah,
like
people. But back then it was like it was different ADHD, innit?
where yeah.
Like
I
if you was
probably didn't
naughty
even- I
eyes
probably-
by ADHD, that
I
was
probably
it,
didn't
innit?
even know I had it then.
Yeah, that's what
or
I'm
anything.
saying. So like you wasn't
Yeah.
understood,
But it's like
didn't have the support.
it's the same thing. It's like when I was in Salesian College was the last one because my nan used to look after me and my mum was working all the time.
Okay.
So it's like Granny was like, "Nah, you're going Catholic school." Gone there, bro. Lunchtime, 12 o'clock. Yeah, we had the maroon blazer. Yeah, and then obviously the olders had the black blazer.
Yeah.
I was clapping their black blazer with my record bag to go out at lunchtime to play in the pirate radio station across the
Wow.
road in the tower blocks,
Sick,
like that.
sick.
And then the next day I'd go back there, and the French teacher would be like, "And remember back in the day you had the Walkman? They used
Yeah.
to put the wire up the blazer and have the headphone like this."
Yeah.
And the French teacher would go to me, "Oh yes, we was listening to you on the radio, Andy." Like I was
That's
just
sick.
like,
Yeah, that's
like
sick.
who snitched in the class sort
Nah,
of
that's
thing.
sick though. That's quality,
But
man.
it's, yeah.
It's quality. Pirate radio tales, man. Where did you grow up in Battersea?
Surrey Lane,
Sorry, Lane.
Queenstown Road,
Yeah.
Clapham Junction.
Wicked, man. Well, I've really, really enjoyed you coming down. Thank you for coming, especially straight from radio. And yeah, man, we've got. I feel like we've got to know more about you, and found out some tough things you've also been through recently. I appreciate you touching upon them because we do like to touch upon mental health on this podcast as well as the musical history and current. But 2024, what we expecting from Millsy? We're gonna get a tan. We're going to Zante.
Yeah,
What else
we're,
you doing?
we're going back to Zante in October. I'm actually in plans. Like, it's in process at the minute. I'm looking to open my own nightclub.
Wow,
So that's my plan.
you've got experience in running anyway, so
Definitely. So it's like I've got all the infrastructure there, sitting down.
wicked.
Literally, like, it's days now, 4
Amazing.
to 5 days, and we're
I
signing.
don't want to know where, but is it in
Yeah.
London?
Yeah, it's been Southeast London.
Wicked.
So basically, we're taking over a place and we're going to convert it. It's going to be like an outdoor venue, but we're going to put the roof thing on it and all that. And in
Banging.
summer, we can take the roof off.
And
But this is what I'm doing at the minute.
what would be will it be multi-genre?
Anything.
Wicked,
Anything. I'm talking to like Hatcher and N-Type and all the dubstep lot. I want to get them lot in there.
Wicked.
Yeah, all the genres. I want to get everything in there, really.
Wicked, man.
Just make it a multi-genre thing.
Wicked, man. It doesn't stop, does it, for Mills?
Not really.
ADHD just rolling out crazy.
Yeah.
But it works for some, bro. Like, it works. You found what you're good at, and you're running. You're running. You're truly running. It's good, man. It's. I think even people that had certain thoughts and feelings about you, I feel like everyone must respect you now for what you're doing.
Yep.
And if you don't respect what you're doing, or especially for the scene, and you've got your own issues. You can't not respect someone that's putting the work in at you and getting the results. Like, it's inspiring and it's helping as well, which is a big thing, man. But yeah, Millsy,
Yeah, man.
thanks for coming down, brother. Appreciate it, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, love, man.
Big up,
Thank you.
Mills.
Cheers.
Look out for the next episode.